Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. I haven't blessed or shuffled the cards, so I'm gonna bless and shuffle the cards right now. And as I split the deck, we've got the Empress and the Knight of Cups. Because the Divine Feminines, I'm seeing post-eclipse. I'm recording this the day after, or a few days after, should I say. And I wanted to kind of acknowledge some of the physical symptoms, the ascension that the Divine Feminine have been going through. You are not alone, Divine Feminine. If you are a Divine Masculine energy resonant, you are probably going to be feeling this intense energy. And I feel like the Divine Masculines are very focused on the Divine Feminine's energy. And I also feel that that is the internal Divine Feminine energy as well. Whereas the Divine Feminines have really been focusing on the present moment. The present is giving them the autonomy and the responsibility to be authentic, be genuine, and live in the moment. And it's so funny because that is a trait of the Divine Masculine. So I feel that that is Divine Masculine being channeled through the Divine Feminine. And the more and more Divine Feminines we know, the more you detach, the more the Divine Masculines feel the pull of energy. So even though you, Divine Feminines, are grappling with the intensity of the connection, you are remaining in the present moment. And there are going to be some key moments heading into the new month. So I want to lay out some cards, see what's coming up in the near future for you. So let's get a spread going. Thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team, my higher self, Divine Masculines, higher self, and any archangels and ancestors who want to come in and support these channeled messages. Thank you so much. Okay, I just need 3 more. And remember, if you're here and you are brand new, let me know where you are calling from and where you are on your twin flame journey. How is that all going for you? Are you resonating with these messages? And yeah, click the like button if you haven't already, because I want to still keep growing this channel. I absolutely adore doing this. And it's really giving me this sense of empowerment. It's helping so many different people. And I appreciate every single one of you. I read all the comments. And I want to say a massive thank you for my past long-term subscribers and my new subscribers. So thank you all so much. Okay, so let's go in through the questions. I want to focus on the Divine Feminine's energy. What are they currently awakening to on a soul level? Wow, the Fool card. This is the type of energy I was getting when I split the deck and I had the Empress. This is so beautiful because the Divine Feminines are awakening on a soul level to this brand new beginning. And this is what I was getting post-eclipse. Everything kind of came up. Like you might have had physical sensations, lower back, hip issues. You might have been sleeping a lot more. You felt very fatigued and tired. And the Fool card is saying that this is your deserving of a new beginning. You're really, really stepping into your higher selves and you are soaring, right? And so the Fool card is an epitome of all of the troublesome, all of the times, all of the challenges that you've gone through have never really swayed you. You felt defeated on some level, but your soul knew the guidance, your soul knew the way, and you really are honoring all of these things. So I really appreciate that a lot of you really are coming back into the highest version of yourself that you've never experienced before. Like you are stepping into this brand new beginning and it's really paying off for all of you. So that's a beautiful sign, right? What is the past beliefs or conditioning that the Divine Feminines are breaking free from? Now, isn't it funny? We've got the Seven of Cups, and if you listen to a previous reading, I felt like that was the upcoming energy for the Divine Feminines. And the past beliefs and conditionings that you are breaking free from is that you weren't worthy of these amazing things, that you couldn't have it all, that time was running out, and the proverbial internal clock, reproductive clock was slowing down. Now, some of you may not want children, and that's completely fine, but there are some of you who are probably getting messages from your spirit babies. And it's reminding you that you can have all these options, that you can have all of these things. And it's a very, very positive way of seeing the Seven of Cups, saying that you've got a plethora of options and opportunities that are coming towards you, divine feminines. And you don't need to believe that they aren't for you anymore. Like, this is such a beautiful, positive reinforcement of the full energy that you're stepping into and you're awakening into. And the past beliefs that you didn't deserve all of these, or that love would pass you by, is completely breaking free from that past conditioning, that you are so incredibly important, and you do exude love wholly and truly. Like, you are the pure essence of divine that lives within you. And divine wants to give that back to you by fulfilling relationships, by fulfilling career aspirations. And, if some of your dreams include um, creating a family for yourself or a business or all these things, like, these things are coming through for you. So that's such a beautiful confirmation. Okay, so how is the divine masculine, pardon me, how is the divine feminine seeing the divine masculine shifting at the time? And remember, these energies are transient. So the divine feminines seeing the divine masculines shifting, it's the Devil card. So some of you might have come up with some um, way of resistance. Now, what I mean by that is, it might have come up the previous similarities of your divine masculine to player like in and out energy, non-committal energy. Like, things might have been replaying for the divine masculine in that nature, and those are their lessons to go through, which is one of the important reasons of why you're in separation for some of you. This isn't for everyone, but I'm seeing that the devil is playing on the divine masculine's ego. And the divine feminine, you know this, right? You know that you need to be in separation to focus on your own healing, to focus on your journey, your new beginning, right? Your awakening on a soul level, your gifts that you're going to be adopting and then supporting in this current life. And I'm seeing that the divine feminine's also aware of the karmics that are tying the divine masculines up. So it's like the divine feminines know that they can only help the masculines to a certain degree, to a certain extent. And the divine masculines do need to do things in their own time, in their own way, and learn their own lessons. And I feel as if that the divine feminines are highly aware of all these karmic conditions that the divine masculines are going through, but it's not like they are uncaring, but it's almost as if they're washing their hands off of the karmic by saying, I supported this karmic to come to you to learn your lessons because I didn't want you to be in pain from me teaching you that, right? The divine masculine isn't aligned to the karmic for a lifetime, forever. It's only aligned to learn a lesson. And so the divine feminine knows this. So it's almost as if letting the divine masculines go through their lessons in their own time, in their own journey, in their own way, and the divine feminines are still supporting this lesson by keeping separation and detachment. And so the emotions that the divine feminines, what are the emotions that the divine feminines are struggling to process during this time? I've got the Ace of Swords here, but I always feel that this Ace of Swords is almost like a confusing card of, you've got somebody in the background telling you which way to point that sword, which way is up, which direction to go in. And the divine feminines are kind of, it's almost like I said this previously in a reading just recently. It's in that void. You're in that void, divine feminines. And sometimes it's difficult to process that type of emotion through this transformation. But I feel like you're doing an incredible job just by being in the void, by acknowledging that this is a void. Heightened your conscious awareness to this alone is very, very important. And then you are able to listen to your inner guides. That's the point. You're listening to your inner guides a lot more during these emotions and the transformations. You're accepting the highs and lows as they are, and you're being very conscious to the shifts. So I feel like some of you may be struggling through that process, but I feel like a lot of you have overcome that. And you're doing an incredible job. So, what about the fears, the subconscious fears that are surfacing for the divine feminines as they step into their true power? So, Four of Cups is that holding on to past, not appreciating where you are, but that kind of contradicts this whole message that divine feminines are focused on the present. So I feel like when you are under the illusion and kind of looking back in nostalgic ways, you fear that this is it. You feel that this connection is done. And you're kind of accepting that in the physical reality, but that is almost a subconscious fear that is surfacing up. And that's also helping prevent you step into your true power. So it's almost as if, like, every time you contemplate this connection, sometimes it can be a little bit negative. It's almost like it's kind of gone, but not gone. But then there's also this certain pull. So I feel like that is the subconscious fears that are kind of preventing you to step into your true power feminine, because you are a creator of your reality, and this creation, this connection is helping you rise higher and so shift into a very powerful force. So don't let your past feel as if it's holding you back. I feel like there is a lot of subconscious fears in and around this, but it's also like you don't also have to listen to those fears. You can acknowledge them and just raise your conscious awareness of them and acknowledge that you can still stay in the present moment, allow whatever circumstances, whatever fears to be focused on, acknowledged, conscious, and kind of accepted as they are. So, divine feminines, how is your heart? How is your heart opening? And what are you learning about love? Oh, the Three of Cups. This is very, very beautiful. I love the Three of Cups in this dynamic because I feel like no matter what is happening, this is the point. Like, this Three of Cups has the Ringmaster, it has the Hierophant type of hermit card person, and it's also got the same exact figure as the Devil card. And it's almost as if previously I thought that the divine masculines were tied to the karmic, and it was the karmic who was like helping the divine. Oh, sorry. I felt like the karmic was tying the divine masculine up, and then it was the divine feminines who were kind of cowering and supporting the divine masculine. And I feel like that is a different shift right now. I feel as if whoever this karmic is, it's almost like there's an alliance here. There's a co-creation here, because divine feminine subconsciously in a different dimension, you have asked this specific divine feminine or divine masculine, whichever energy you resonate with, to come in and teach your divine masculine this lesson because it's too painful for you to serve that lesson. This karmic is very temporary, and this lesson is temporary. So, what you're doing is you're opening your heart up and learning to love every single being because you're all connected. You're all interconnected. You have this universal connection with plants, with nature, with other people. And when we end up shunning the karmic away, or our divine masculine for choosing the wrong choice or whatever, we end up creating a bigger sense of separation. So what I'm seeing here is the Three of Cups is the divine feminines that are embracing all of the connections within their life, their family, their friends, their co-workers, all of these things. Doesn't matter about the differences. And that's what I'm seeing regarding this karmic is you had openly made a contract with a karmic so they can help your divine masculines, and they are learning through that. So your heart is opening and you're learning more about love because you're able to accept everything and anything as it is without judgment or without regret, things like that, right? So what is the new spiritual lessons that the divine feminines are integrating right now? Justice. Wow, this is awesome because it's in line with our full energy. It's saying that justice will prevail. The scales are being balanced in your favor, divine feminines. Any legal matters will be in your favor. And I feel like this is coming through the spiritual domain, through the higher dimensions, through your higher self. And this is giving you the opportunity to, it's almost like the odds are in your favor. That's the type of like wordage that I'm getting. And so if you know that quote and you know which film this is from, you're also going to know how this relates to you stepping into your power in the physical. So how is the divine feminine's connection to their higher self or inner guidance evolving? Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is this baby step approach. It's the step by step. It's the taking things as they are. And I also feel that the divine feminines are kind of dancing and being in the flow of life, even though things aren't being transparent or clarified just yet. Remember, in the previous reading, we had the full moon, we had the moon card. And this also says that you may not know everything that's going on, and that's okay, because actually it's giving you the opportunity to take things as they are and be in the present moment, which is really, really special. And that's what I feel that the higher self and the guidance is being cemented in for you, divine feminines. So, what karmic cycles are coming to an end for you, divine feminines? The Knight of Cups. Wow. Isn't this funny? Because we did have the Knight of Cups coming up in the opening message. And the Knight of Cups is, you know, having that knight in shining armor. And I feel like that was a version of a karmic cycle that is coming to an end for you, divine feminines. You know that you are the knight in shining armor. You know that you have to rescue yourself, right? And that's the point when I was saying earlier about, you know, the odds are in your favor in that movie. It's saying that you don't need anybody to protect you or to save you, and you don't need to keep your walls of guard up for anybody to stop coming in. I feel like this karmic cycle is you accepting the love that you can give to yourself and the love that is openly acknowledged to give to others, and actually acknowledging that you are the queen, the king, the knight, the, you know, everything, the page. You are everything, and there is nothing else outside of you. So that is the old version of you that didn't accept that separateness is coming to an end. So, how is the divine feminine being divinely guided towards a deeper balance within themselves? The Two of Wands. So, yeah, this is about creating, co creating a deeper balance with yourself, which is what I was saying with justice. Not only are the odds in your favor, but actually you are cultivating this deeper balance because you're being guided towards this future, towards this expansion. What energy is the divine feminine embodying in relation to the divine masculine? The Sun card. Now, isn't this interesting? Because I got a link to the previous reading at the end of this video. I'll show it in the thumbnail, because the divine masculine actually had the Sun card. And it's saying that there's this similarity and co-creation between the divine masculine and feminine, because their energy in relation to you, divine feminine, was the sun, and their energy, your energy towards them, is the sun. So you spark each other's light, right? You ignite the best version of each other. And it's for those of you with separation or you haven't spoken in a while, this hasn't come to physical reality and it hasn't opened towards this type of energy. But I feel that this energy, this happiness, this glow, this joy is coming from you, divine feminine. And that is because you're in alignment with your divine masculine. So that's a pretty powerful message. What does your higher self want the divine masculine to receive for those who are listening in? Three of Wands. Now look at this. We've got the Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. They're all on the bottom line. And I feel like this is expanding the foundations of this renewal, of this future being built. So your divine feminine energy is actually acknowledging that the divine masculines are going to help you build your dreams. and what is the next phase of the journey and how can they best navigate it, divine feminines, the 10 of pentacles. This is what I was saying with that 3 of wands. I literally said that there is this future that is being imprinted in the both of you to manifest all your desires and have these odds all in your favor. And this is going to leave all of that trauma and all of that holding on in the past, and you're going to build together. The next phase of your journey is the 10 of pentacles, because the 10 of cups is actually within you. And then the 10 of pentacles can be built on that 10 of cups. So you can manifest all of these beautiful things around you, that you can manifest all the desires into this reality. And it's giving you both an opportunity to create this legacy, which is pretty much what both of you wanted. So what a beautiful message. If you're still here and you haven't clicked the like button, please do. I would love for you to click the like button, share your appreciation, comment if any of these cards resonated. And did you find similarities in the previous reading? And if you haven't seen that previous reading, I will link it to the thumbnails right now. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribe. Let me know. Join this community for free. And I will be back online sharing some more insights with you soon. Bye for now.